We have many members of the Westland boards and commissions here in the audience tonight. They play a very important part in shaping Westland's future. These are the folks that work behind the scenes to keep things moving forward. The members of the Downtown Development Authority, for example, have recently put out a request for proposals for developers to create design concepts for the redevelopment of our downtown target area, Ford Road between Central City Parkway and Wayne Road. While the economy is slowing down, we know that this is the perfect time to do the groundwork on finding out what it's going to take to redevelop this area, to find out what will work, and ultimately decide what we would like to see there. Developers tell us every day that most cities do not know what they want. They tell us to tell them what we want, and they'll find a way to do it. I applaud the DDA's initiative, and by moving this project forward, the city will be ahead of the game as the Michigan economy starts to improve over the next few years. The Westland Economic Development Corporation, otherwise known as the TIFA Board, has issued a similar request for proposal, or RFP, for the redevelopment of the Sam's Club Best Buy properties on the north side of Westland Mall. The city has grown tired of waiting for someone to come in and fill these big boxes. This RFP will call for plans where developers will take them down and redevelop the sites into something more attractive, something that contributes to the community and enhances our major shopping and dining district. The TIFA board is also currently looking at creating a wireless internet district around the Westland Mall area. If this program moves forward, Westland diners and shoppers will be able to connect free to the internet at any location in the area. You will also see the TIFA board implement the next phase of our street lighting project on Nankin Boulevard from Warren to Wayne. Some cities are sitting back waiting to see how things turn out. Westland's moving forward. I want to take a minute to recognize an important organization here in our community. It's the Westland Chamber of Commerce. I know a lot of their members are here tonight, as well as their president, Lori Brist, and members of their executive board. You may have noticed that since January, the city, in cooperation with the Westland Chamber of Commerce, have welcomed countless new businesses to Westland and celebrated their efforts with ribbon cuttings that are broadcast on our local government access channel, WLND. It is my hope that the citizens of Westland will patronize these establishments and give them the necessary support to help their businesses grow and prosper. Since January alone, these new businesses have brought in 250 new, good-paying jobs to the city of Westland. Join me in letting these business owners know that when they decide to open a business in our town, it's a big deal. Likewise, the city must do its part in making sure that these new businesses and our longtime business establishments prosper. The business community is part of the community, a vital part. I believe that you cannot have a prospering community without a viable business community. They just go hand in hand. To prove the commitment on behalf of the city to its local businesses, I will direct each of my department heads to look to do business with Westland businesses whenever possible. We have a diverse business community, and most of the products and services used by this city can be purchased locally. I will even go as far as making it easier for local businesses to be part of our procurement process. All I ask is that the local businesses offer the city a quality product or service at a competitive price. In the past, the city has asked potential bidders to go to a complicated, regionalized website and register a company to join the bidding process. Business owners have told us that the site is burdensome and it's very impersonal. I will ask our city purchaser to go out and knock on the doors of our local businesses and sign them up personally. I think we can even go so far as to get them into the system when we issue the certificate of occupancy when they open their doors. If we want our city to grow and prosper, we need to do business right here in the city of Westland. While it is important for our businesses to succeed, it is even more important for our neighborhoods to continue to thrive. As I have traveled through the neighborhoods over the last year or so, there was one issue that continued to manifest itself. As the Michigan economy has suffered of late, the rate of foreclosed or bank-owned homes has been on the rise. With these foreclosures came the problem of property maintenance. You know what I'm talking about. These are the one or two houses in your neighborhood that are vacant and the grass is over a foot high, or in some cases even higher. The residents of Westland, for the most part, pride themselves on the maintenance of their yards. These overgrown lawns are blight, and they've caused nuisance problems. The city has tried its best to handle the maintenance of these homes with court workers, police program workers, and even our Department of Public Service workers. While giving it a valiant effort, these folks have been unable to keep up with the demand. The administration and the Westland City Council knew this was a problem and that it was affecting a good majority of our neighborhoods. I'm here to tell you tonight that we have stepped up to the plate. And it was just last night that we passed a new ordinance that will help us battle this new problem. We have passed an ordinance that will allow the city to come in and cut this grass when it hits the 8-inch mark. This ordinance will allow for the city to contract out the grass cutting at these vacant homes so it can be handled efficiently and professionally. We will also make sure that the city is made whole by adding the cost to the property owner's tax bills or by placing a lien against the property. We know that our homes are our biggest investment, and these unmaintained homes negatively affect our property values. I believe that this is an ordinance that will allow us to address this issue immediately. Working together, we have proven that we can find solutions to problems and keep moving our city forward. There's an important neighborhood in Westland that needs our help. I'm talking about the Norwayne subdivision. This area of town is easy to overlook as it is made up of mostly rental housing, duplexes, and older single-family homes. Well, I don't know if you've noticed, but over the last couple of years, we're starting to make some progress in this neighborhood. Outside housing investors have come into the area and have started to renovate some of the old duplexes. In some cases, they're doing total reconstructs. We are even seeing some of the old housing start to come down and new quality single-family homes are being constructed in their place. We have two great schools in this area. We have Lincoln Elementary and Jefferson Barnes Elementary. With the good things starting to happen in this area, I felt it was time for the city to get involved. In the 2007-2008 recently adopted budget, the city will use federal funds to reconstruct Dorsey Road between Vinoy and Merriman Roads. This is the first major street project in this area in years. The city will also complete sewer updates at the same time. The private sector is stepping up to the plate in Norwayne, and the city of Westland will too. I have more good news for Norwayne as well. Recently, talks have initiated to create a satellite operation of the William P. Faust Public Library at the Dorsey Center. The Dorsey Center is a city-owned building right in the heart of the Norwayne area. While details are still being worked out, it is the intention to create a children's library with all new books and computers. Once again, the City of Westland is moving forward.